Maybe that's what it is. She didn't get a cosplay announcement video. Maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe they need a cosplay announcement video for Farsa to bring her back.
They're going to revamp her somehow. That's what I think they're going to do. That's my guess. Guess like, what? Farsa is not blind.
Farsa be like, I can throw meteors at them, and I'm being beat out by a girl with a lantern.
Hey, you know, the world's not fair, man.
Farsa be like, that takes no skill.
Farsa.
Me, I had to aim with my eyes closed.
You know what? Maybe you shouldn't turn into a bird.
Maybe like a better animal that isn't going to outlive you.
Nightmare going up against Falcons. And it's going to be broken walls, so a lot of doors will be open here. Nightmare betting out the Phobias, Matilda, as well as Baxia. It looks like the Arla as well as the Marcel has been banned out by the Falcons. And Freya. So Paquito open, Zushin open. Honestly, quite a lot is open.
Yeah, maybe a little too much for my liking, but let's see. Because again,
so far it is Zushin. So far,
yeah. Fredrin being open too. Oh, there's a Paquito. So pick up Paquito. This is what you were asking for, though, wasn't it, Gideon? You want to see Juviana, you know, have a little more punching power.
I agree. I agree that I wanted to see him have more punching power, and it's good that we also see that the Arlet alongside the Phobias, some of the bigger counter picks are kind of out of the way.
So we have to see whether he can pilot it correct, because I've seen many boxers walking into a punch. So hopefully he doesn't have that kind of experience, no?
Or maybe it's just high-level IQ. If I get hit, I'm going to knock him out with the next one.
Yeah, like my punches will be stronger if I get hit too.
Yeah, but that really works if you have a very tough face, you know?
Paquito has a tough face. He's got a champ stance, man.
He does have a pretty tough face. Yeah. Yes, he does. Who do you feel like doesn't have such a tough face?
Oh, easy.
Brigitte.
Oh, the casters and heroes. I'm like,
we're on different pages here. Sorry. I did not specify.
I was gonna say Nana, but I guess I was.
Oh yeah, out of all the heroes, who has the most punchable face?
Nana. Oh wait. Wait. Jawhead is also pretty good.
Hey, that's a kid.
Kids are not supposed to.
No, he means the robot.
Atlas and Zushin, and then Fredrin. Fredrin, I gotta say, He's very handsome, but that's the reason why I would say he has a very punchable face, you know?
He's got that cocky look to him.
Yeah. And then the Eve gets picked up.
Hey, look at the mid, by the way.
You know what?
Nothing new in the mid lane.
Oh my god, 2 purple characters, no way!
Zushin Eve, who would have seen this coming?
Who would have seen it?
And then there's even an announcement. Yeah. He's like, sir, everyone. It is again the Zushin and the Eve.
Gotta let everybody in the hall know what's going on here down by MLBB. Even so, they are taking a little bit of time on the side of Falcons Arena to go for their last pick here on first phase.
Claude or Akai, I feel like it's...
I think it's Akai, right?
Or Boxer. Sorry, Boxer already banned, so Yuzong. Honestly, not bad. Pretty good against the Fredrin, against the Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion Yuzong doesn't have a losing or winning matchup. Every matchup is just a...
skill matchup.
Skill matchup.
Yep.
Except for tanks. He has a clear advantage against tanks.
Yeah, it's a skill matchup, and at the same time, I feel like he's so... Like, he can snowball himself so well. Like, if you get even at 1 kill early on, it's like you won your lane, now you can kind of do your thing. But also, it's on the opposite end, too. If you get snuffed out, like early 1 death, maybe 2, you're just a flying vision.
Yep.
You're flying vision. It's, you know, your Black Dragon vision form. And you can eventually catch up, but I feel like in the case of Paquito, now does Paquito fall along those same lines as a Yuzhong?
For me, if Paquito falls off, he'll just go to the side lane, clear the lanes, and then once he gets like 3 items, he's like, yeah, I can kill 1 guy. I just need a good flank.
Yep. I think both the Yuzong and the Paquito kind of want to do the exact same thing, right? You're looking for priority targets to just wipe off the face of the earth. Although, Yuzong is really good at reaching further once you've caught the first person and big playmaking capabilities with the Petrify.
Very interesting. Hylos gets banned out. I understand it's a good combo with Fredrin as well as the Eve, but the Zushin should be able to handle that. Yeah, just interesting. And now Dakai gets banned out. I don't think with the draft that Falcons gonna have right now, can they still go for an assassin? Actually, no. Maybe they can. If you have the right mindset, you can.
It's always about that mindset, man.
You can have 4 damage dealers.
Yes, you can. If that's really the way you want to go.
You can even have 5. I had 1 Marcel game where I did over 100,000 damage.
On a Marcel.
With 81 stacks of
the Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt.
Nice,
This is before the patch, right?
Was
before
it
or after?
Because I used Yoon's build for that one with Endless Battle as well as the Rose Gold.
Yeah, that was before the patch.
Oh, yes, before the patch. Yes, before the patch,
Good ban there, last one at Guinevere.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, good choice, because we were wondering what is that pick going to be for mana. Also,
we
they took
can see
Boya
getting slightly annoyed. It's like, I was hoping to forget about Guinevere.
Yeah.
think at this point, right, you just lean back on, well, I guess you don't really have much of a choice. You have to kind of play, what, Yi Shin?
They'll save it. So Moskov going to be picked up first.
What else can we go here? Yi Shin, like, sure. I mean, you could go for, like, a Hayabusa if
Suyo,
you want to, like, get on top of... I don't know whether Suyo is even, like, that great at this point. We don't see the gold laner on the opposite side, right?
Yeah.
So if it turns out to be, like, Harith or something, you're dead anyways.
Okay. Wait for that jungle pick. The answer for Nightmare, though, they still need that... What are they going to put in the roam here to pair up with that Fredrin? And then, of course, their gold lane option here, too.
Maybe Khalid or Cho?
The Claude is still there.
And Claude's great. He's that
like,
guy.
But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, does Nomad want another go at it? You know, go with something else. Glue here, and it's the Harith. So he'll pick up the Harith instead.
So yeah, the CEO probably lesser in the priority here.
I like this Glue pickup, though. I think Glue is like a really great way to deal with the, especially with the Atlas on the opposite side, right? It's like, what's Atlas going to do level 1? And then, once you have that control, you're still relevant in the game if you're able to kind of disrupt the backline while Atlas is going for the big fatal links.
If you dare, you can go for something like a Lancelot, because Glue is not great against a Lancelot. Gives a lot of advantage, especially when you go War Axe versus item. I just don't know if they really want to go for that. Like, that's really not meta. That really is just like, if you're good enough, sure.
That's meta for maybe 2 players right now. Like, that's it, you know? Harley.
Forget about Harley.
Yeah, there's honestly really no, like, 100% great picks at this stage for the jungle. Everything you pick can be either countered or you basically don't get to play the game. So he's depending on his teammates to create that space for him.
Look at the draft. Looks like Nightmare got at least 80% of what they wanted in this draft. When it comes to Falcons, I don't know. I feel like they got denied quite a lot there. So now it's time for Gideon as well as Naisu to call this one. Falcons going up against Nightmare.
Nightmare and Falcons head-to-head here in this best-of-1, the 6th match of the MSC wildcards right now. It's me, Naisu, Gideon, and we see the Harley finally debuted right now, day 2. And you know, it's fallen off the list there of the jungle. So I'm wondering, Gideon, is this Harley pick? Was this just one of those situations where it's like, you know, there's nothing else really to take? Let's go with this, because maybe, just maybe, we can go ahead and get the snowball rolling early on with our Harley.
Well, I think that they were thinking about damage profile, right? No jungler was going to be able to save them out of every single situation, but they wanted to make sure they had a better spread. If they all went into armor, it's just easier for Nightmare to itemize. So the Harley makes a little bit of sense, but those nerfs from the recent patch have been brutal for him. Now
he needed it. Warranted.
Well, I think that like maybe the mana cost was necessary. I don't think the cooldown was necessary.
I think we talked about this so much in the MPL Philippines, man.
Oh yeah,
and we have some prominent Harley players there, and it was the sentiment of, you know what, just add a little bit of cooldown to that skill, man.
You gotta be good. You gotta be good. I like the idea that it's like, okay, we give you this ability, but you can only do it a certain amount of times. And now First Blood, but oh, Juliana, that was a hot flicker. Good stuff. But now his teammate might be in some trouble as Juliana turns around and takes out Boyette.
Well, maybe if he had a little more cooldown on that, he would have been able to get away, but no. So he goes down First Blood. It was a good attempt to try to get Juliana. I mean, they even thought they had it in the bag because they at least got to burn the flicker out. Whoa, Nomad. A whole lot of battle spells being used this early on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this. He's going for Master Assassin. He has the extra little bit of damage that he's looking for. Juliana, unfortunately, takes a bad trade against Sanji. Now evens up the score. No battle spells, nothing. As mid lane is contesting hard, Boyette needs to quickly ramp back up. Before this, you get to roughly about level 8. You got 2 second cooldowns after you extended the range. Is that the best way to explain it?
Yeah.
Really maxed out the range here. But now, on top of too easy for Lexi, Cuffin's going to make sure that he's not going to get too much. Even with the Appraiser's Wrath, Sanji able to find one. Black Dragon form to guarantee this onto Juliana. Troll, he's trying his best, but that passive is just too big and too hard to deal with.
Wow, a lot of damage there thrown this early on, and Turtle for the taking for the Falcons. Jasmine just around the corner, at least to provide some vision for this, but I don't think they're going to be able to do too much. It just goes for a potential to take it. But yeah, secured by Boyette with the Retribution. They're going to be fine off of that. And this is one thing. As you just saw that last team fight, this is why it's so annoying to deal with Jushin. You know, early on, you're even trying to get away in some of those fights. And like I said, you expended a lot of your battle spells already before. So how are you going to get away? You know, you're just kind of a sitting duck, and you're just going to be dragged back to the fight. And that's one of the powerful things that a Jushin brings.
Sanji might be in some trouble. Doesn't have the Black Dragon form, but does have Petrify. He might make an attempt. Petrify comes through. Shot residue. The Appraiser's Wrath almost gets him with the deadly magic. It's going to be enough to take out Juliana. A brilliant play coming in from Sanji.
As we said in the draft, man, a move like that, a hero like the Sreang, allows you to do things like that, utilizing the Petrify. You said it yourself, Gideon. Petrify alone is even something that makes Sreang such a deadly threat early on.
It's nasty. And thank God they increased, well, sort of increase the amount of time it takes for the shot residue to actually get to you. Now Sano, unfortunately, taking a pretty bad trade of his own. The Xamarin Force had to be expended, but keep in mind, Sano is still maintaining an EXP and gold lead against Nomad.
What is Sanji building here? I wonder if we can take a look at the items, because, you know, 2 kills early on. The fact that he's able to just go ahead and man mode himself against Nightmare Esports is something to be worried about. You know, that's going to be a nightmare for themselves, and dealing with the Sreang will take some time here. Now up in the mid lane, Jasmine, he should be able to get away on this glue, but it's just up to Team Falcons to play with this advantage they built up. It's nothing massive, but it seems bigger when you're looking from lane to lane and the way they're approaching these skirmishes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, like, oh, the spear doesn't connect. Sano isn't able to participate, but they did get the Xamarin Force out of him. He still has no control over his lane at all. But now, down by the bottom side, the Hunter Strike finally complete by Juviana. He might have enough damage to actually one-shot Boyette if he has his charges.
Troll going in.
Oh, they pull with the Fatal Links, and now the RWM comes through. Black Dragon form on top of Idid as he falls into the Appraiser's Wrath. Juliana is the one who secures it. Appraiser's Wrath comes through, and unfortunately, it's going to be Glue who finds the kill. Boyette takes out too easy for Lexi as Idid has to back up.
All right, a bit of a trade there. Nice attempt, you know, a good set with the Fatal Links, but ultimate. Oh, Sanji! He felt the punches there from Juviana. Juviana, he's back online. I think he's pretty much dealt with Sanji's little power spike that he had early on.
Well, to be fair, Juviana just hit his own power spike, right?
Yeah.
He completed the Hunter Strike. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like Sanji might have gone for like Fury Hammer and then started building in towards the War Axe, which may have costed him here.
Yeah, Juviana needed that power spike, and you know that Nightmare Esports needs Juviana to be able to actually do that and provide that kind of threat around these fights. Here's another one.
Oh, quick flicker coming in from Sano, trying to, okay. All right, buddy. I don't know where that ult is going, but you're going to be dying anyways. They're still trying to protect this mid-tier 1, but this is coming at the cost of an invade on that top side. Appraiser's Wrath out for too easy for Lexi. A small camp? Whatever. I'll take it. Let's try and go for a second one.
I like what Nightmare Esports is doing, too, off of this. You know, after the last couple wins they've had across the map, they're going to keep putting the pressure on Team Falcons, trying to make them to respond, and this glue is so annoying. This is what you talked about in the draft as well.
Oh, wait. Does he actually have the split? No, he doesn't. And Jasmine, unfortunately, goes down. Wasn't able to build up enough stacks on Boyette. I think if he got on top of Boyette, maybe there was an opportunity there, but still, Nightmare. 4-6 so far. Falcons keeping them in check.
Yeah, good response there, because as I was just saying, you know, he's been so annoying to them, and they deal with him at least for now. Turtle's going to be up here last run of the game in about 10 seconds. Sano desperately trying to keep the farm going after the last interaction that he had. Team Falcons is already set up around the Turtle pit. They can keep Sano up there. Again, I'd like to see him stay up there, keep farming. He's just got to rely on the SOD to join these fights.
Juviana tries. Oh, wait, hold on. He does have damage reduction, but it's too late. All the burst was applied on him. Boyette able to help him out with the deadly magic. Now too easy for Lexi. Alongside with his friend is going to be going down quick. Jasmine trying to peel, but really isn't going to get much value. Sanji able to go underneath the turret, but now the split play is good enough. Jasmine able to dodge a majority of the abilities, and now Falcons should take the turtle.
Really good, decisive choice there from Troll to go ahead and just make it happen, right? Burn the flicker, get the Fatal Links. We can take out Juviana, who is the biggest threat, like we mentioned. You get another kill. Now you get the turtle. They're looking to make more.
Oh, beautiful play coming in from Falcons to stop the RWM. Troll somehow gets the kill. Probably shouldn't have taken it from Boyette, but that's fine. They've done what they needed to do, but they didn't crack open the mid-tier 1. So, as much as this game is quote-unquote escalating, it's not as escalating as fast as I thought it'd be.
Yeah, almost at the 8-minute mark here. Team Falcons almost lost the goal lead they have. They pretty much built it back up to this point. Divine Glaive is a big item pickup for Boyette. You've already seen the threat of his deadly magic, you know, especially with the Genius Wand, and it works so well with the Jushin. Cuffin, hopefully, trying to build more sacks for the team here. Sano finally picks up a golden staff, so this is a good power spike across the board for Team Falcons. Meanwhile, looking at Nightmare Esports, they need plenty of time to build up here. You know, Juviana was the one leading majority of the charge. He's got a Sea Halberd too to kind of help deal with this, but I think you just need more time for Nomad on the hair to come online.
Let's see whether it's going to be enough, right? Because he's still a full level down here, and Well, you know what? Don't take it from me. We need to see how far he is. Oh, wait, the Fatal Links onto 2. Purify comes out in time. Nomad, he's got the Salmon Force. He's thinking about it now. Unleashes it as he sees Sanji get on top of him. The Petrify is good, but Nomad might just be better as he's able to survive a majority of this damage, but enough time. But no, at the end, the Black Dragon Tail sweeps him under the rug. Too easy for Lexi. Tries to run away, but no, the Shout Residue again. Sanji tries to get out. RW Web to find the trade.
Oh, and they're looking for more Deadly Magics on Juviana. He'll survive that, but man, Team Falcons will lose 2 in the exchange. They traded out, though, the 2 for 2. Let's take a look at the instant replay here. This was all started up just like we've seen previously. Fatal Links, Flicker combination, gets a Purify out. They fight this out, basically, against them. You know, the numbers weren't for Team Falcons, and this SOD doesn't land either. So it takes some time to get here, and Sanji continues forward. You know, it's unfortunate that he misses some of the abilities, but ultimately, he got the job done. And, you know, he ends up going down here, but Team Falcons, they should set themselves up for a better time to secure the Lord, but so far, Nightmare Esports hasn't shown any hesitation to just go for the fights if they can, and maybe they just rely on just mechanics if they can overcome the team fights here. A big part of this, like we've seen previously, whenever there's a Harley across from you, is surviving that initial burst. Oh,
Fatal Link's coming on to Jasmine. Tries to dodge as much as he can. Able to take out Troll in the meantime, though. Really good play coming in from Nightmare's side. I think they heard you. They were like, yeah, they're making all these plays. We got to out-mechanic them somehow. And Jasmine is like, I'm that guy.
I'll do it, team. Don't worry. And this actually gives them an advantage now for this Lord here. Sano's still up in that mid lane. He could just join this if they want to. It's coming down to it.
RWM already coming out here as Sanji gets on top of Adid. Can they still make this happen? Salmon Force it as well as Spear Misery connects. Too easy for Lexi. He's the first one secure, but Sano loses a chunk of his HP thanks to the Appraiser's Wrath. The peel is good. However, Cuffin, he's got Sky Piercer taking out Too Easy for Lexi.
So they lose the Lord. But I think Team Falcons is happy to keep everyone alive, get a couple more stacks. They know they're more of a threat in the next team fight, and they'll clear out this Lord rather quickly, especially with the Moskov in play. So it doesn't really matter too much for Team Falcons to lose that one. Now, obviously, by the time the next one comes up, they'll want to be able to secure it, but they can also still move across the map here. Nightmare Esports is still desperately looking for that moment. Most of the kills or the wins, quote-unquote, that they've had here is mostly Jasmine making something happen with the glue, taking a ton of damage, being able to take someone out. Nomad is the one. Once he gets that Holy Crystal, man, we've got to see him come online and join these team fights and pop out that damage, playing around that real-world manipulation and everything else that they can set things up with.
He's so close to it as well, right? And you look on the opposite side, the Trinity build already completed for Sano. Wait, Black Dragon form? They're looking for Nomad. Dear God, can he outplay this? Petrify's coming up in 6 seconds as Black Dragon form is already done. Sanji realizes this isn't good. Jasmine, the next to fall, Boyette able to pick him up, and they still get something for it.
Yeah, they still get Jasmine out. Nomad had to survive. You know, that's the thing. He can't be delayed. So at that point, it's worth it for Nightmare Esports to keep him alive and not have him get delayed in building up that Holy Crystal, building up the rest of the itemization that he needs here, because he's got to be the one to survive these fights later on. Holy Crystal now online. Let's see.
No! That was so perfectly played. Too easy for Lexi, catches him and maximizes the CC timer. Can't take the hat trick back if it times out.
Gideon, Juviana burnt the flicker for that. I felt like that was personal, man. Like his gloves were loaded at that point. He's like, hey, LaFell asked earlier what hero has the most punchable face or who has the most punchable. Maybe it's Harley.
Hey, I don't know. It's Juviana, but it's actually just straight up Henry Cavill just reloading his fists.
Dude, it's the Harley Joker face skin. That's the one.
That's actually so accurate and so good. Hunter Strike already bringing punches here by Sanji. Come on, it's Patrick. You can't punch him.
It depends. That's, you know, we'll have to see on that one. Maybe throw out a poll somewhere. But Fatal Links
already connecting onto 2. Just been able to respond here. Scream is already landing, and Sano now in the middle of the fight. As Salmon Force comes out through, forces Flicker backwards. As RWM slowly peeling them away. Too easy for Lexi, holds the front line, but his back is already gone. Juviana isn't even in the fight. This is a complete wipe here, as Falcons able to take at least 3 of their members, make it 4 for 1.
Oh man, Juviana the only one left alive there, and more stacks to Cuffin. Team Falcons is just taking these fights and just doing everything they need. I mean, even you're looking at this, and Nightmare Esports is scrambling to try to make something happen here. Nomad, we talked about it. Get the Holy Crystal, make something happen. Well, in that fight, he was gone first.
It's tough. It's one of those, the art of footsies in fighting games, right? Getting too close to your opponent, but still maintaining just enough distance to catch them. We look at the instant replay one more time, and the fight instantly always begins with the Fatal Links. It just feels like, at least from the looks of it, the anchors on the side of Nightmare always get compromised.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And, you know, when you're crashed down on like that and you're playing around your Zombin Force, you're trying to play around, you know, your RWM, there's just not too much you can do. And Team Falcons has done a really good job at overloading that box that they're trying to fight in, and it's working out great for them. Even looking at the itemization that they have here, you're thinking Nightmare Esports, are they in a position to go ahead and defend this? This is that early Lord, so they should still be able to go ahead and manage it, but again, with Team Falcons, they have to take this a little bit slow and steady on the base approach because it still can be turned over on their heads. Jasmine, spot out Boyette. Lord made its way up that top side. Troll now joining this. He's got a flicker, Fatal Link combo ready if he needs to go ahead and unleash it.
Well, talking about being unleashed, Jasmine's going to be the first to die here. The Spear comes through with Susano. It's too easy for Lexi. The RWM is going to try and get him out of here. The Simon Force came out a little bit too late. The damage is good, and they don't have MR. I did flickers backwards, and now we see the Chrono Dash Nomad able to get out of there just in time. So many members, so very low. A sliver of HP, and even the Lord falls as they now take top inhibitor and mid inhibitor. I did able to snipe Sanji at the edge.
Oh, they really want to end this game, but Boyette!
Salmon Force, that's what we were worried about. Nomad activated online and now runs down the last remaining members of Falcons.
I'm not sure what the game plan from Team Falcons was. Maybe it was just to throw everything, get the base turrets. Well, they did that, but man, that is not what they wanted to happen.
It's not what they wanted to happen, and I think, well, now that Troll got an Athena shield, all right, guys, we gotta respect this dude. Maybe we do need some items to protect ourselves.
Oh, man, because even that, it's like, they didn't have to go for more.
Nope.
Like, we even saw Sanji, he had 1 HP and he decides to walk forward and die. And then it just fell apart.
Yeah. It's like a diabetic who's really into candy. It's just like, maybe one more bar.
maybe one more.
Please, just taste. Just a little bit.
Hey, man. All right, maybe it's one of those things, too, where it's like, I can afford it, right? They were up thousands and thousands of gold. They still are. They've been able to be in control of this game. At the end of the day, it's still the case. The base turrets are gone. Yep. All right, let's chalk it up to that if you're Team Falcons. Hey, we got the base turrets out. Lord's coming up here in a bit. We can go ahead and secure it. We've got a big advantage against Nightmare Esports. Let's see if they want to fight us. You know, so now Nightmare Esports is in the position where they've got to manage the base and at the same time consider, do we actually contest or do we just ready ourselves for another base defense?
I agree, but I also think that Juviano right now needs to be Mr. Peel. He needs to stop being Mr. Assassin. He needs to peel for Nomad. He needs to create that space when you start seeing people like Troll walk it up, and especially Sanji. They cannot give him that space.
Oh, this is the right type of setting for this Lord as they approach it. I don't think they're going to get here in time, though. It's already a quarter of the health. They stall it out a little bit. The showing faces out. They're going to go for this.
This might be good, actually. They're looking for a little bit more. Salmon forces out. Coffin takes out Jasmine just in time, but he turns his attention down to Boyette. He ends up losing his life to the Deadly Magic with the Sky Piercer already down, and Sanji now chasing the back line. This might just be the end here, as I did. Wow, RWM late into the fight. Sano taking out the last member as we have. Oh! Bye-bye, Boyette. Oh, no. That was... Oh, man, you saw Boyette. He knew it was like, all right, that's my bad. And Cuffin is like, I'm sorry, dude. I wish it could have been faster.
Cuffin gets the second Savage on the same hero. 12-0.
That's a
with
homie.
finesse.
That's a homie. That's why Boyette gets the big bucks.
That's my Boyette.
That's my Boyette.